In the vast, icy wilderness of Greenland, where the Arctic winds howl through the fjords and the sun plays its enigmatic games, shining endlessly in summer and retreating for months in winter, one would scarcely expect to hear the call to prayer or see a faithful Muslim observing Salah on the frozen landscape. And yet, the resilience of faith and the adaptability of human belief have ensured that Islam, like many other traditions, has found its way even to the remotest parts of the earth.
Welcome to Informative Channel. Today, we explore a fascinating yet lesser-known chapter of history, the rise of Islam in Greenland. How did Islam reach this icy land, and what does its presence look like today? Stay tuned to uncover this intriguing story. Greenland, an autonomous territory of Denmark, is not often associated with Islam or Muslims. Its population is small, predominantly Inuit and Danish, and has been historically shaped by Christianity, particularly the Lutheran branch of Protestantism. However, in recent years, a growing number of immigrants and travelers have brought diverse religious traditions with them, including Islam. The presence of Islam in Greenland, though minimal, is a fascinating testament to the global reach of faith and the endurance of religious practice even in the harshest of environments. One of the most remarkable figures in this story is Wassam Azzaki, a Lebanese man who, as of 2013, was believed to be Greenland's only Muslim resident.
Azzaki settled in Nuuk, Greenland's capital, where he established a restaurant and integrated into the local community while holding fast to his religious beliefs. Practicing Islam in Greenland posed unique challenges, particularly during Ramadan, when fasting from sunrise to sunset becomes an arduous endeavor. Above the Arctic Circle, the sun does not set for extended periods during the summer, creating a dilemma for Muslims observing the fast. Despite this, Azzaki adhered to his faith, adjusting his practices according to fatwas that allow Arctic Muslims to follow the fasting times of the nearest conventional time zone.
The presence of Islam in Greenland is not a modern phenomenon. While structured Muslim communities have only recently begun to appear in the Arctic region, historical records indicate that Muslim travelers, traders, and explorers may have reached northern latitudes long before contemporary migration patterns brought Islam to Greenland. During the Islamic Golden Age, 8th to 14th centuries, Muslim geographers and explorers like al-Idrisi and Ibn Battuta documented their encounters with far-flung lands and speculated on territories extending into the Arctic, though there is no direct evidence of Islamic expeditions to Greenland in medieval times. The Viking voyages, many of which interacted with the Islamic world, created indirect links between Muslim lands and the northernmost regions of the world. The Vikings, who settled in Greenland in the late 10th century under Eric the Red, were known to have engaged in trade with the Islamic world. Islamic coins, known as dirhams, have been discovered in Viking burial sites across Scandinavia, indicating a flow of goods and cultural exchanges between the Norse and the Muslim civilizations of Al-Andalus, the Abbasid Caliphate, and the broader Islamic world. This suggests that while Islam did not establish itself in Greenland during the Viking era, the knowledge and artifacts of the Islamic world may have reached its shores through indirect means. Fast forward to the 21st century, Greenland remains one of the least religiously diverse regions of the world.
The evangelical Lutheran Church dominates, with over 95% of the population identifying as Christian. However, globalization and increasing migration are slowly reshaping Greenland's demographics. Immigrants from Asia, particularly from the Philippines and Thailand, have begun settling in Greenland for work, particularly in the fishing industry. With this influx of new residents, it is likely that more Muslims will make Greenland their home in the coming decades.
Despite its minuscule Muslim population, Greenland's religious policies remain inclusive. The Danish constitution guarantees freedom of religion, which extends to Greenland as an autonomous region. This legal framework ensures that Muslims in Greenland, no matter how few, can practice their faith without restriction. There is currently no mosque in Greenland, but if the Muslim population were to grow, it is possible that one could be established in the future. Another significant aspect of practicing Islam in Greenland is the adaptation of religious observances to extreme environmental conditions.
Islamic prayer times are determined by the position of the sun, which presents challenges in the Arctic. In regions where the sun does not set or rise for long periods, Islamic scholars have issued guidelines allowing Muslims to follow prayer schedules from more temperate latitudes. This demonstrates the flexibility of Islamic jurisprudence in accommodating believers in diverse environments. Looking to the future, Greenland's evolving demographic landscape suggests that Islam, like other global religions, may slowly gain a foothold in the region. As international workers, researchers, and travelers continue to arrive, Greenland may witness the establishment of a small but dedicated Muslim community. The story of Wassim Azakir is likely the first chapter in a longer narrative, one that will be written by the next generations of Muslims who find themselves drawn to the Arctic, whether for work, study, or adventure. In conclusion, the rise of Islam in Greenland is not a tale of grand conquests or sweeping conversions, but rather one of quiet perseverance and individual faith. It is a story of how belief systems adapt, how cultures interact, and how even the most isolated corners of the world are never truly disconnected from the rest of humanity. As Greenland continues to open its doors to the world, the presence of Islam may gradually grow, adding another thread to the rich tapestry of human civilization in the Arctic. That wraps up our discussion on the rise of Islam in Greenland. The world is constantly evolving, and so are cultural and religious landscapes. If you found this topic interesting, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to informative channel for more thought-provoking content. See you in the next video.